And we're live. Hello everybody, and welcome to my live stream of XCom 2 War the Chosen. It's me again, DarkPhoenix Gaming 92, or as I'm going to insist you call me, DarkPhoenix Gaming. Yeah, I finally got that name change I've been talking about for so long, so you can actually call me according to my username for now. Nice, isn't it? Yeah, I wanted just DarkPhoenix Gaming, but someone else had taken that, so I had to put a number on the end of it. I'm not even going to acknowledge that number's existence. Except when I'm required to, for username bullshit. But now, I believe it is time for us to get started. And I'm not entirely sure how many people are gonna turn up to watch this live stream. It is in the late-ish evening, so there might not be a whole lot of people around to watch it. Because I did sort of change the time I would be doing it at the very last minute. I just basically decided I wanted to try streaming in the late evening, just because I could. So I went into my schedule and changed the time. Not much else to it, really. And for those of you keeping up on my whole external monitor for chat and stuff thing, I still haven't got that going on, even though I did dig the monitor out of my basement. The problem I have now is that my computer has only one HDMI port on it. It's, I don't remember which one it is, but it's either a VGA or DVI port that it has, and my monitor has the other one. And my monitor also only has HDMI ports, and my computer has 3 DisplayPort outputs. So I'll have to get one of those fancy cable things that is input is different from output, or one of those adapters to be able to use the monitor I'm looking at, because my monitor is actually a 720p TV, and I'm just going with this one because I already have it, and I'm cheap. I don't want to spend the money on getting a new one, is basically what's going on there. So yeah, that's a thing. That is indeed a thing. And now, let's see here. Now I think it's probably a good time to catch you up on what was going on the last time I was streaming, in case people have forgotten. We took one of these guerrilla ops missions to try and do something about one of Advent's special projects. On this mission, as my assessment last time concluded, we're going up against an Advent priest, an Advent trooper, a sectoid, a stun lancer, and 2 turrets. As well as another trooper and sectoid over here. And now, it's the turrets that are my real concern right now. Because I don't know what their exact range is. So I could move somewhere that is within their range and not realize it is. Because I want to get first strike off against these guys, if at all possible. And my hope is that I can drop down somewhere, get a couple of shots off against that Advent priest, kill him again when he tries to res, and kill that trooper. And then we'll have cover against these 2 guys, and can deal with them, and hopefully also have cover against those 2. But The real niggle in my plans is the turrets. Like I said, I don't know what their range is like, and I could easily end up inadvertently having myself flanked, and I'd rather not. But we're just gonna have to deal with it, so for the time being, everyone can dash like mad. And we can start getting over to our target. Because, as you may be aware, in this is one of those missions where Advent is trying to destroy this data that we have a limited time to access, and we have to access that data within the time frame, or it gets destroyed and we fail the mission, and therefore things do not happen the way we want them to. There's more to it than that, obviously, but that is the long and short of it. Right now, Advent and their goons are just patrolling around. We have a decent number of turns to get this done, but it's not a huge amount. Not in the slightest. Let's see. Machine gun person. Let's see. I'm going to let my heavy get down there and start getting into a position to hopefully flank somebody.
Advent has begun deploying their so-called priests into combat.
Oh, so you know about them, do you, Tigan?
Enhancements to whatever latent psionic energy they may have once possessed.
Now, everyone keep moving up. I would very much like to get a flank on those guys.
Getting it done.
But we're probably going to have to take our shot before we're fully in position. And now there's a sectoid in that place. Bastards. Where are they hanging out now?
Affirmative. Moving out.
You get over to there. And you don't have a goddamn shot. So advance again. We're going to start getting the rest of our squad down to here. I would rather like it if we could do something about those two sooner rather than later, and save the rest of these turns for the important shit. And by the important shit, and we can't go in there without smashing it in there by revealing ourselves. By the important shit, I mean getting to that workstation and hacking it. That's what I consider to be the important shit. You can see where my priorities are from that, probably. But that priest and Advent trooper are the main ones that I care about dealing with right now. We have a 69% chance shot against them with my gunner. What if I were to move there? I wish... or there. Actually, let's see. It would need to be there, but the problem is we can't exactly get a projection on what our percentage chance to hit will be from that position, which is a little bit tricky. Shotgun man. Okay. I think it's a good way to do this. This is how we're going to open things. Overwatch others. And then we are going to use our sword on the trooper. After all, the trooper has a gun.
We're busted.
Well, it was intentional, so there.
Target down.
Stay clear of those turrets.
Oh
We're still
dear.
not entirely sure if they're fully automated or remotely triggered.
That's 4 damage against the priest. And everyone else is now alerted to our presence. Balls. He's putting us in stasis. So our ranger literally cannot move for the moment. Alright.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Move up. I can't see anyone. God damn it.
Estoy en marcha.
Aid protocol. We can't aid protocol the guy who's in stasis, unfortunately. You move up to there. Now stasis wears off. But, of course, it would be then. He missed.
Taking fire over here.
What are the rest of you gonna do? He is in range of the turrets. But the rest of our guys can't really do that much. Only 25% chance to hit. Hmm. 56% chance to hit with your shotgun against that turret. Let's see. What do you got for us? Only 25, but 65 against the turret. Take the shot. And miss. After all, wouldn't be XCom if you didn't miss 2 and 3% chance to hit shots, would it? That's just how things work, apparently. 70%er. Get him.
Kill confirmed.
1 turret down. Turret down, turret down. How about you go into Overwatch? Mr. Shotgun Man can move up. Yes, I have named him Mr. Shotgun Man. Because that's what he is, as far as I'm concerned. And why am I not surprised that he missed a shotgun attack at that kind of range? It's the sort of thing you kind of expect to have happen, honestly. one on the Stun Lancer. Five to 7 damage. I'm not sure I want to risk that, but on the other hand, maybe I should. Yeah, actually, I'm going to send you over here to kill the priest with your sword. It'll put him deep behind enemy lines, but I want that priest dead.
Got him. Objective sighted.
And the priest is very much not rising from the dead. I rather like that. When the priest doesn't do his whole comeback to life thing. I don't like his comeback to life thing. It's annoying. We'll advance our specialist here. 52% chance. It's not great odds, but at this stage we really need to take basically every shot we get, because we're often not going to get a better chance. 51% on the Stun Lancer. I have a little game I want to play with Mr. Stun Lancer, though, but first you need to get a proper hit in with that, and I'm not doing it like that. Well, I wanted to play it with the Stun Lancer, but we appear to not be able. I take that back. We can target him properly. He was just being a little finicky there, I see. The game we're playing is called Frag Grenade Up Your Ass. I rather like playing Frag Grenade Up Your Ass, but as you can see, the Stun Lancer doesn't quite like playing it so much. What are you doing? Balls. He reanimated our zombie. Miss my Stun Lancer's attack. Oh, and we have those two as well. I'd almost forgotten about them. But it's one guy with a gun and a single sectoid. I think we'll be alright. First off, though, you need to reload. Takes one action, but I think we're good. Okay, kill that Stun Lancer. Thank you very much.
Got it.
Now you advance up to there. We have a 45% chance to hit that other Advent Trooper. I don't think I will, but yeah. We still have fairly low chance to hit overall at this stage of the game, so it's the sort of thing you have to go for pretty often. I could kill him at point blank range. Or I could try and kill him. That would put us into a position where we're being flanked. Who else have we got? We have you, who right now can only target that Psy zombie, which I'm going to have you do. It's only 4 damage, but I think we'll pull you away from him. We either target the trooper or that other sectoid. There's 3, 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get the other sectoid, I think, actually. We could do with that sectoid being dead, but oh balls. Now that Advent Trooper has a flank shot against us. That's not good. Trying to mind control us, are you? And dying as a result. I have to say, that's one of the occasions when having a soldier panic is not so bad, because of things like that.
I'm on fire!
We have an Advent Trooper over there threatening our guy's life. And I can't reach that. I can't reach the guy who is under threat in time. We will have to dash everyone. And hope that we can get within firing range before our ranger dies. I take that back. Apparently he's not panicking anymore. I always thought panicking lasted at least a turn. Not the case, apparently. But all our targets are dead, so it is now time. Oh, balls. We activated the other turret.
Positive confirmation. Area secured.
So now... Hack that workstation from a distance. No need to risk getting close. No need at all. Sasori 143, hello. I'm sorry I didn't notice you before. I'll go for resistance broadcast, see if we can't get that. We didn't, but we did hack into the workstation. Yes, Sasori, I'm sorry I didn't notice you. But I have to alt-tab out to check the chat at the moment. I have something in progress to deal with that, but I haven't gotten to it yet for logistical reasons. We killed everything but one turret. No one even got wounded. I call that a win. Now listen to more propaganda bullshit from the Advent government. Because of course.
Revealed today's maneuver by local peacekeepers was a planned exercise. Citizens
Planned
were not
exercise?
being alarmed. All weapon
These
fire
people
and
need to
wounds
come
were
up with some
simulated
new
to better train
excuses.
Advent forces.
Because apparently their last retaliation mission against a resistance haven was also a planned exercise. They need new excuses. Their current ones are shit. They really are.
Our troops are making it look easy out there, Commander. All thanks to you.
That's a couple of promotions, including a couple of sergeants. I'll go for suppression. I've never really found demolition. Hang on a second. Sorry about that, folks. Had to take care of some phone call stuff. You know how it is. Or maybe you don't. Who knows? Anyways, back to the game. As I was saying, I've never really found demolition to be all that useful. I mean, the ability to damage or destroy a piece of cover, but it doesn't damage your actual target. It seems fairly useless to me, honestly. I always like suppression just for what it gives you in terms of the ability to control the battlefield by pinning a single target in place. I've always found that to be incredibly useful, and like I said, demolition to me is fairly useless, so you know the one we're going for. Our Corporal Ranger here. Now the question is, do we want him to be a kind of forward operations scout type of character, or just do more damage with his sword? It depends on how we want to build him out in this case. I am going to, for this particular ranger, I'll hold off on him for now because I want to check and see, do I have any other rangers, and if so, what are their stats like in terms of how am I building them out, so I don't have two that are exactly the same. Our rookie has become a sniper. We're not exactly lacking for snipers at the moment, are we? Got lots of shit off of that. Unlock some new research,
Commander.
and
your efforts continue to
bit more
bolster the
cash.
resistance movement across the globe.
Now, view our soldiers. Any other rangers we've got right now, other than that one? Don't we have another ranger that's either
And you thought I talked too much, Commander. How about these
tired
chosen, huh?
or injured? I don't remember. No, I don't. Oh, there they are, the other ranger. Who is still only a squatty, so that doesn't really play into my decision. I'm going to give this ranger Shadow Step, not triggering Overwatch or reaction fire. We'll start him down the path of being used as a scout to recon enemy positions and that sort of thing. Oh, that we'll always have a sort of recon scout type character available to us even after we've been revealed to the enemy. I kind of like that idea. Sectoid autopsy will be done in about a day. Hang on for a second, everybody. I think I know what the problem is with this. Just give me a second to address it. Yeah, so sorry. Hello. And just hang on for a second. I have to deal with a little problem concerning the world map and some scrolling gibberish. I'll be right back as soon as I deal with that. There. That should solve everything. See, and sorry, you're probably wondering what was going on with this. The problem with that infinite scrolling on the geoscape I was just having is actually pretty simple. You see, I have a Logitech 3D gaming joystick for flight sims and the like sitting on my desk that I have plugged in pretty much perpetually, seeing as I always end up using it one time or another, and whenever it's plugged in, it will cause that type of scrolling thing. Whenever any kind of controller is plugged in. I've had it happen with my Xbox 360 controller in the past as well. So that's what the problem was. I had that plugged in and just forgot about it. So hopefully that whole thing's been addressed now. Let's find out. And indeed it has. Now, though,
there is no shame in admitting my admiration for your resolve.
We were over in the western U.S. making contact to get another region under us last time.
I desire to face my enemies in combat and surrender to no one.
Let's do that.
In you, I see a shadow of my own creation.
Unlock
this will
the
prove to be an important
research.
step forward. The
Mind
sectoid's rapid
shield
physical evolution over the past
unlocked,
20 years
and we can
is a
research
testament to
psionics.
both the aliens' mastery
Okay,
of
then.
genetic engineering and their pursuit of advancement. Regardless,
Plated
of the
armor
risks.
would be nice, but we don't have the resources, and it takes a really fucking long time to do. Let's see, what do we want to research next? I'll go for resistance radio, actually.
I will send
Although it's
word
not
as
the
soon as we have
shortest one.
something of note.
Anyhow,
Our people seem to work well together, Commander.
improved cannons we get for that. One of our rookies has been promoted. Do we have any
The
new
benefits
covert
we gain
actions
from
we
working
can
with the
do?
resistance factions on their covert operations are a major boon to our efforts, but there are also risks involved.
Nothing I
Our
really
soldiers could
feel up to
potentially be
doing
attacked or
right
taken
now.
captive while in the field.
Locating
not
the
as easy a decision as it
Templars,
may seem.
on the other hand. We have a high-ranking grenadier for that one. You can take one of our rookies along, give them a little field experience. And we have a promoted rookie. Here we go. What do you get? We get another grenadier. I see. I see. Back into making contact, I think. And now we have one more grenadier from that training. I need to have a peek at my armory real quick and decide who the what class the next rookie should be trained up as. Let's see, how many sharpshooters do we have right now? I'm seeing 3 sharpshooters, 2 rangers, 3 grenadiers, 2 specialists. I think specialist and ranger are the classes that we have the least of right now. So I am going to train another specialist. And when that finishes, we'll train a ranger. And there we have it. The second region and our first making contact has occurred. Welcome to XCom. I hope you feel up to murdering some aliens with me, because that's what we do all the damn time. We can now investigate the black site if we choose, but I don't feel like it right now.
Black site on your order. Advent's been keeping this facility a closely guarded secret. We should make sure our troops are ready for a tough fight before we send them out there.
And that's exactly
I've
why
updated our
we will
latest
not be
operational
doing
objectives,
it
Commander.
anytime soon. However, we will next be going for this
Avenger
service
plotting
depot
new
in order
course.
to get our supplies that we need so badly. Let's get on it.
Commander, we just got word that the Resistance hit an
Nice.
advent supply line. We have an opportunity to salvage some high-value materials, assuming we can clear out the alien forces guarding the site first.
Okay then. We have a mission to extract alien supplies. So again, it's located in the Assassin's Turf, so
Setting course for
Not
Sector
going to be
9,
fun.
Western United States.
it's not going to be fun if that bitch decides to turn up.
We have made a number of new discoveries, Commander.
Okay. That's nice. I was just backing out to check on some stuff, though. Experimental weapons as
I
inspired.
agree.
so go for
That is an important task, Commander.
Oh, guerrilla tactics. What do we want to go for? I think we spend the 50 supplies on increased squad size. Engineering.
Just give the word and I'll get started, Commander.
What you got for me, Shen? Nothing that I think really needs to be built right now. Nothing that really needs to be built at the moment. So, what do we want over here is my question right now. I'll go into that mission as soon as we check this out, but I need to decide what's getting built here. We need either infirmary to help people recover faster, or proving grounds to start doing experimental technical work on our gear. I think an infirmary would suit us better. I just feel like we're going to end up with quite a few injured soldiers at some point in the future, so being able to get them back in the field faster would be nice. Let's do it.
Commander, we've pushed our current power systems to the limit.
I'm
We don't
aware
have any
of that,
capacity
Shen.
to spare, which
I'm
means we
aware
can't
of
expand
that.
our facilities further.
Yes, I am aware of that, which is why we'll probably be putting a power generator right there.
Commander, we can now construct radio relays in any region where we've made contact with the local resistance.
Okay. Time to head out on this supply raid. First, though, take everyone off the mission and make everything available. And it's time to go in with our first 5-person squad. And our Reaper's coming with us this time. Take our squatty ranger along for the ride. You can come. Need a grenadier after all. specialist, we will take one of the lower rank ones to get them some experience. Let's see here. So the question now is, do we take our sharpshooter, our higher ranking specialist, or take our last available rookie to get them some combat experience? I think I'm going to take our last available rookie for combat experience purposes. Our specialist can have a med kit. Rookie, smoke grenade. A ranger can take a flashbang. You are the one who's going to be getting up close and personal the most, after all. Now, launch the mission. And let's pray we don't have to deal with that fucking assassin during this operation. Because wouldn't that be a catastrophe? It really would.
We're in the pipe. 5x5.
5x5. Anyone who's never watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer will have no idea why I find hearing that from the Firebrand pilot so amusing. But if you have, then you'll know a certain character is rather fond of that expression.
Our latest intel suggests Advent ran into problems while
And
airlifting
that's the
supplies
reason
from the
why.
security depot in this area. We have an opportunity here to take advantage of their delay. Locate their supply crates and tag them with our transponders. Firebrand will pick up the signal and snatch the cargo.
And for the first time, we are going in with a squad of 5 soldiers. We have one more than our usual, and I'm hoping that will make the difference. And things will go okay for us.
Advent forces are in the process of airlifting a number of supply crates out of this area, and we have an opportunity here to take a few for ourselves. Locate and mark the crates with transponders, and Firebrand will handle the rest.
Okay then, and our whole squad is concealed, unlike if we're doing a terror mission or whatever. Now, let's see here. Well, let's go.
Understood. Moving out. Hostile forces spotted.
I see a couple of Advent peoples. Is that a purifier? I think it is. Or, as I like to refer to them, those dudes that go boom when you shoot them sometimes. What was that voice?
I'm all over it.
It was probably from one of my mods that I'm just not remembering, or something like that. Sounds about right to me.
Trusting you.
You get over to there, and then have a shot at them. You can move up to there. Everyone just dashy McDash dash.
Scanning.
Overwatch. The officer and purifier. I'll overwatch a couple of my squad members. I don't want to overwatch all of them.
aus.
But a couple of Overwatches is nice.
Moving to Overwatch.
I'll leave Dragonova here unoverwatched. 71, 71. You can also overwatch. And it looks like she's the only one not going on Overwatch. Because we are now going to attack first. Target the Purifier. And miss.
Ziel verfehlt. Sie haben uns entdeckt.
Well, waste.
Target neutralized.
Oh, great. Purifier is now gonna have a flank shot on a few people, it looks like.
My life is
First
in
order
your
of
hands.
business, you move up. We have only a single claymore. How do you have no targets available from there? That makes no sense to me. Okay. We'll have to finish this guy off the old-fashioned way.
Explosive.
With things that go boom.
Sie haben mich flankiert.
Son of a bitch.
I can't move. Das Feuer breitet sich aus.
Okay.
I'm running low on life here.
This is not gonna go our way at all.
Getting into position.
No. First, we need a certain somebody
Confirmed. Moving out.
to get out of there. If we leave her nearby to that purifier, he will explode, and she may die as a result of said explosion.
Und los geht's.
So we need a little bit of distance. I mean, he didn't explode, but he might have. He might have.
Solid copy.
And that's the problem. You move up now.
Affirmative.
Now
Moving
we've
out.
dealt with that initial engagement, albeit a little bit more fumbling around than I'd hoped for. But we can start moving up. And ooh, it appears Advent is sending
just airlifted out their
reinforcements.
first crate. We're gonna have to move fast if we want to get the rest.
Well, there's the first two crates they've taken out. We need to move a little faster, he's right about that.
Back to now. Assist
Yes,
that commander.
please heal yourself. Oh, I thought you were
Go, go, go.
one of the ones getting all burnt and stuff. Apparently not, but
Affirmative.
now we gotta get moving.
I can get there.
Alles klar.
Our friend here, though, may die from fire. But I hope not. That would be slightly embarrassing. Where? Ah.
Ende habe ich mir anders vorgestellt.
Died from fire. Died from fire, you say? Okay. Well, I did not expect I'd be doing this, but I'm now making an executive decision of sorts that we are going to be reloading. Specifically from the beginning of the mission. And we'll just count that bit as practice. I would have rather that not end up happening. But honestly, the fact that we lost someone because I accidentally used my medkit on the wrong person. Like that happened because I used my medkit on the wrong person is kind of dumb, honestly. That was the incorrect save. It seems like. I was hoping there was one right at the start of the mission, because I want to count this as practice and all. It is, honestly, you have to admit, kind of dumb that that happened, and someone died because I healed the wrong person. So I'm reloading this. If you don't like that, well, deal with it. Deal with it. Is all I have to say to that, quite frankly. That's all there really is to say to that. And actually, since we're sitting right before the beginning of another mission, I think this is actually a pretty good place to end it for this stream. I realize it's not been very long, but that's ended up being a tradition with my XCom 2 and Darkest Dungeons live streams. Both series end up being very, very short in terms of how long I end up streaming in comparison to other games. XCom 2 and Darkest Dungeon, both games, I usually stream them for about an hour each, just because I feel like that's the most appropriate, because that's about the time it takes me to get through a single mission and then move on to another, and then be right before the start of another mission. So I prefer to do it like that because I feel like a single mission per stream is really the most fitting way to structure this. I mean, I didn't plan to do it like that when I started those series, but it seems to have worked out that way, and it feels like that's a good way to do things, so I'm going to keep doing it like that. So, in any case, this is where I am going to be ending this particular live stream. So, this has been DarkPhoenix Gaming. You've been watching my live stream of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen, stream number 4. And we're just about to do a supply raid on Advent next time around. If you've enjoyed this, then please check out my other series. At the moment, I am streaming 7 days a week when I'm not going to have family visiting that week, and therefore have to rejig things so that I'm able to stream at times when I'm less likely to get interrupted and all. So, as a result of that, I am going to have family over next week, by the way, for my dad's birthday, which is next week. So, Monday and Tuesday there will be no live streams next week. Wednesday through Saturday there will be, however. Though the times may be a little off compared to what I usually do. In any case, if you're looking for my next live stream, I will be streaming 2 times tomorrow. I usually stream only 1 time a day, however, just so you know. Tomorrow, I will be streaming Stellaris Apocalypse with my Terran Empire campaign at 9 AM. And at about 6 or 7 PM, I'm going to be streaming Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition with my Fighter Thief character, Toby. So you can find that tomorrow evening, and Stellaris Apocalypse tomorrow morning. And then, my usual setup for streams is Thrones of Britannia as the Viking Sea Kings of Dublin on Mondays, Surviving Mars on Tuesdays, Kaiserreich, the Hearts of Iron 4 version of it, on Wednesdays, Darkest Dungeon on Thursdays, and, like I said, Stellaris Apocalypse is Fridays, and usually you'll find XCom 2 War the Chosen on Saturdays, and Baldur's Gate on Sundays. That's what my schedule looks like at the moment, though I'm thinking of reducing it a little bit at some point. I'll wait for a couple of things to actually finish, but I may reduce the number of days that I'm streaming from 7 to 5 or 6. And I'm probably going to reduce the number of games I'm streaming at one time as well. It's something I'm considering, at any rate. But, this has been DarkPhoenix Gaming. Thank you for coming out to my live stream if you decided to watch it, or even just for deciding to watch the VODs after the fact. Which, by the way, I will be uploading those VODs onto YouTube, so you can find them there. And in addition, you should probably know, I do put updates and announce when I'm going live and stuff on Twitter as well. Even though you can find it on the schedule here, sometimes I decide to change the time of the stream last minute, like I did for this one, which was originally scheduled for about 2:30 tomorrow afternoon, but I decided to do it this evening since I had the spare time. In any case, you can find me on Twitter at dark_ninja92, and my YouTube channel, if you care about such things, is DarkPhoenix Gaming. Just basically, my YouTube channel is the same as my Twitter username, just remove the 92 from the end, and you get my YouTube username. In any case, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you for whatever stream of mine you decide to turn up to next, and or whatever YouTube video of mine you decide is worth your time and attention. Till then, folks, see ya.